Hello everyone, welcome back to another Orion Drift VRML match. Today I am streaming a match between Kroma and Tralalita. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kirito178. I will be your host for tonight. Two high up OCE teams facing off together. Tonight, Kroma, headed off by Aussie Oscar Bear, Tralalita led by Jados. It is looking to be a very good match coming up right now. Just looking for them to put those balls in the match into the middle to start the round. Looks like we're starting right now. Ball in the middle, ready to go. Both teams running around. It's going to go straight down into sewers, straight up. Steph grabbing that ball and knocking it towards the blue side. Electro with the save. Electro's going to make his way with the pass over to Saints, intercepted by OCE Milo. Aussie getting his hands on that ball though. Steph now making his way for the long shot. And it's going to go straight in for the first goal of the match in 20 seconds. That is 1-0 Kroma's way. Jados now grabbing that ball, dropping it, fumbling up his way up into Claw, looking for any passes to regain control here. He is going to pass. No, he's not. Into Trixworm's hands, into the goal for 1-1 off of Trixworm. Trixworm's going to make his way up onto Halo, looking to pass over to Steph, but he is tackled by Jados. Saints now making his way across that left sidewalk, looking for a pass to Aussie. He is going to pass to Electro, going for that right corner. Not going to make it in, though. Saved by Trixworm with the rebound. Jados now grabbing that ball, making his way up onto the roof to ceiling cover around. He's going to move his way in, looking for his pass across to his right side into Saints' hands for a goal right around the goalie, making it 2-0 Tralalita's way. Trixworm now popping it out for his teammate. As we move on to the fourth point of the match. Aussie Oscar Bear moving his way up that left sidewalk, trying to make his way around Jados, but getting tackled. Saints getting tackled by Steph and Aussie there. Aussie Oscar. Trixworm with the long shot into OCE Milo's hands. OCE resetting it into Aussie Oscar's hands. Electro grabbing that ball on its way through, though, with the long shot to Jados. Intercepted by Steph there. Going for that tight angle from the right side. Not making it in, though. Aussie losing the ball into Steph's hands here. Going for the long shot. It's going to be too high on that left side corner, though. Jados now making his way down the field. Getting around the defenses. It is a 3v1. But it is going to be saved and shot out by Steph. Back into Electro's hands, though, for Jados to get another point. That is 3-1 Tralalita's way. Trixworm popping the ball out here, making his way up onto Bridge. He's going to go up to left Halo. Jados close in tow, making it around him, though. Saints tapping that ball straight up back into Aussie's hands. He's going to go for the long shot and miss out that left side again. Aussie Oscar grabbing the ball, trying to keep possession as he makes his way down into sewers. He's going to go back into sewers after exiting, making his way around Jados and Saints. Looking to solo it in, but Jados is there with the tackle, making his way up onto the roof. He's going to fake out the pass to Electro, then pass to Electro. Saints tackling Electro on his way through. Aussie Oscar Bear grabbing that ball now, looking for any passes across side. He's going to attempt to shoot it, but it's going to be rejected by Tralalita. Aussie OCE Milo now grabbing that ball, making the pass up to Aussie Oscar Bear. Aussie Oscar Bear looking for his pass back to Steph on Nest, but Jados is going to intercept the bounce off of Steph's hands, making it in on a 2v1. Oh, Trixworm with the save there. The clear from Kroma, making it all the way downfield into Steph's hands first. Steph's going to ceiling bump his way up, passing over to Aussie Oscar Bear, Missing that shot though, but getting it in the end for a score of 3-2, still Tralalita's way, but Kroma making a slight comeback. Electro's going to bide his time on Ness there with the pass to Jados. Jados is going to tap it up to Saints. Ooh, Aussie Oscar Bear with the interception there. Aussie now making that grab, passing it back into Aussie Oscar Bears. As said in yesterday's stream, maybe the teammates were the enemies me waited along the way, as Trixworm makes another goal for Kroma, making it 3-3 with 4 seconds left, forcing an overtime. It is now overtime as Jados makes his way in, going underneath Steph there, looking for a pass, but Aussie Oscar Bear is too quick on the tackle, making his way down into sewers. We see Milo close in front of him, looking for a pass. He is going to pass over to Steph for that last point, making it a round win for Kroma. Kroma really stepping up during that match, showing us that they do deserve their 6th place and are looking to get a higher position. The fan favourites for the night, Tralalita, just falling behind in that last round, not quite able to make that last point to secure the win during that overtime. Now we just wait until 10 seconds from now as Trixworm, Steph, and OCE Milo of Kroma, and Frankentank, Electro 27, and OCE's regional mascot, Shooting Star Rilo, for Tralalita make their way back into the arena, circling around, building up speed for this second round. The ball is straight down into sewers again, going into Steph's hands. He is going to drop it, but reclaim that possession. Making his way around Rilo for the first point right underneath the goalie, 10 seconds into the match. Electro popping the ball out here for Rilo. No, for Jados. Jados is carrying significant speed. Looking to not drop the ball though, as he drops the ball. Steph now in possession, but Frankentank grabbing it out of his hands. Rilo now tapping that down back into Claw off the roof. Frankentank trying to get that pass across, but OCE Milo is going to intercept it. Jados trying to grab it out of his hands. Steph faking out Rilo here. Frankentank close behind him, tapping that ball backwards. Jados is now going to grab that ball, but Aussie Oscar Bear is going to steal it off of him. Rilo tapping it away from him. Frankentank now making Rilo with the ball. Steph stealing that pass, looking for the long shot and making it in as the score goes to 2-0 in the second round after 1 minute and 20 seconds. Jados is going to grab this ball again, making his way down the center this time, up onto right. Halo looking for his pass across to Rilo. Or the pass into Frankentank inside of goals. Aussie Oscar Bear saving that though. We see Milo now making his way down the field. Frankentank close behind him. Rilo right in front of him. He's going to try to get that pass off to Step. Frankentank, unfortunately for them, intercepting it though. Jados is now going to ceiling carve slowly around, looking for his pass to left sidewalk into Rilo's hands. Rilo is going to grab that and pass it quickly to Electro. Intercepted by Aussie Oscar Bear. Rilo grabbing that again though, with the pass off to Jados. Jados dropping the ball down into Frankentank's hands. Frankentank with the reset to Rilo at goals, as Rilo makes his way up, closely followed by OCE Milo. Pass across to Electro is intercepted by Steph. Rilo now grabbing, uncontested in the blue half, making his way. Jados now with the ball, looking for his shot, but Trixworm with the save. Steph now looking to clear it downfield, but JDOS is going to intercept it and pass it onto Electro at Mound. Rilo now with the ball passing back to Electro, but he is blocked by Steph. Grab here by OCE Milo looking for his clear downfield. JDOS tackling him, and Frankentank grabbing that ball, not quite able to throw it before he is tackled again. Steph getting tackled by Electro now. JDOS grabbing that ball out of the air, but dropping it on his way into Claw. JDOS still holding that ball, passing across to Rilo. Rilo ducking underneath his opponent as he makes his way in. Losing the ball for a second there, trying to get the pass upwards, but Aussie Oscar Bear is there to intercept it once more. Looking for the long clear, but it's going to go off of bridge. Trixworm now grabbing. Frankentank with the ball, trying to get past Trix, but he is unlucky enough to be caught. Oh, Franken the Tank there, running out of gas as he falls out of the sky. Long shot there from Tralalita, not connecting into the goal. Rilo with the ball now. They're 2 down with 40 seconds left on the clock. Franken the Tank grabbing, but OCE Milo is there to steal it off of him. Steph trying to make that pass across, but it is not connecting within their hands. Electro making his way in, missing the pass as it goes past Aussie Oscar Bear. Steph now making his way through as JDOS attempts to steal the ball off of him. He is successful in that as Steph closely follows behind. It's a 2v1. Goalie stunned straight in for 2-1. 1 second left on the clock. It is going to be a buzzer beater if Tralalita can make one more point. But the missed pass off to the left secures the round win for Kroma once more. Very interesting round there from both teams. Tralalita only losing out by 1 point in the end. Kroma, rookie slamming it down into the ground like Cam Jam G during the Pioneer Cup. Very interesting playing though from both of these teams. We are seeing a bit of a trend here of Kroma only winning by one point each round. Will that continue, or will Tralalita be able to build up some confidence against them and make it 1 point in their favor next round as we come into the game winning round? Straight down into sewers, once again into Steph's hands. Steph is going to get tackled there, passing it off to Aussie Oscar Bear. He's going to make his way back around, but Saints is there with the tackle. Saints is going to try to get it out of there. JDOS losing the ball in the end to Steph. Aussie, oh, Rilo with the clear there, up into right side Claw. OCE Milo trying to get that ball away from the blue team as he makes his way down the field. Looking for any passes, but none of his teammates are close by. Aussie Oscar Bear almost grabbing that ball there, but not having enough reaction time. Saints is now going to make his way down the field, looking for his passes, but Aussie Oscar Bear is going to slap it away. Rilo with the slap up to Electro into Saints' hands, looking for another goal, but they are unsuccessful. Rilo now tapping it into Claw for JDOS. JDOS with the grab, looking for his pass across to Saints. He's going to drop it upwards. Saints grabbing it in the end, though. Closely contested by the other team. Electro grabbing that pass there into JDOS' hands, missing that shot too high. Trixworm now making his way downfield, tackled by JDOS. Saints not being able to grab that ball in time. Steph is now underneath sewers, looking to get around all 4 of the other team. Aussie Oscar Bear losing the ball for a second there, but regaining control just to have it tackled out of his hands again. Ooh, Saints and Aussie Oscar Bear pinching that ball between them just then. the attempted pass across to Bridge, but it is too low. Saints trying to ceiling carve around the other team there. Oh, OCE Milo with the tackle. Rilo with the pass over to Electro. He's looking for his other passes into Jados as Jados gets the point, making it 1-0 Tralalita's way. Trixworm setting out the ball now. So Oscar Bear seems to be grabbing. He is going to make his way downfield. Trying to get around Jados there. Is he going to solo it in successfully? No, he is not, as Electro makes the save. The drop there. Aussie Oscar Bear is going to grab it. It is 1-0 with halfway through the match. Jados now making his way down the field, looking for his passes across to Rilo or Electro. He is going to drop it towards Steph though. Aussie Oscar Bear with the quick pass off to Steph, grabbed by Electro. Electro with the pass to Rilo. Rilo going for that tough angle, but he is not going to connect it into the goals. Jados now with the ball. Aussie Oscar Bear with the tackle, grabbing that ball and throwing it away from where he needs it. Electro with the long pass to Rilo, making that goal, making it 2-0 Tralalita's way. 1 minute 45 seconds left on the clock. We are going to be seeing Aussie Oscar Bear grabbing the ball once more. He's going to make his way down the field. Jados tackling him and Saints tapping it back onto sidewalk. Steph missing the tackle here, looking for his pass up to Rilo. Rilo for the tough angle, but he isn't going to connect it in with the goal as it knocks off of the top. Aussie Oscar Bear making his way down the field, trying to get around Jados unsuccessfully there. Bit of a fight for the ball over in this corner as Jados makes his way around Aussie Oscar Bear with a beautiful self-pass off of the wall, going in for another shot as Trixworm denies it and sends it back out. Long shot here, missing just barely on the top right corner as OCE Milo makes his way back in for another goal. That is now 2-1 Tralalita's way. Jados making his way onto Halo, looking to build some more momentum as he passes, as he brings the ball straight into the goals for 3-1. 30 seconds left on the clock as Trixworm makes his way back out. He's going up to Halo, looking for his pass across to Steph as he drops the ball. Quick pass to Steph, but it is too fast for him and he misses the catch. Rilo now making his way downfield. Saints with the ball. Saints is going to look for any passes he can make as Jados puts it in for one last point. That is 4-1 at the end of that round, making it a win for Tralalita. Tralalita, they're building back some confidence against the other team, really showing why they are a higher team in the end. With a win of 4-1, will they be able to keep up this momentum for the next 3 rounds as we go into a 4 or 5 round game? Kroma only needing 1 more round this whole time to win the series. Aussie Oscar Bear with some incredible defense on his team's side. Trixworm showing that he is a very good goalie as well. The ball is now going to go into the center. Both teams staring each other off now across the field as they wait for the ball to leave the center. Once again, straight down into Steph's hands. Steph not keeping the possession though as it goes into Saint's hands. Steph is going to regain that possession as he makes his way in on a 3v1. Rilo stealing the ball off of him in the end. Rilo's going to make his way down the field looking for his pass across to Jados. Jados not fast enough to grab the ball though. Saints is going to collect it on his way through looking for the backward shot, but Aussie Oscar Bear is going to deny his opportunity. Steph making his way down the field now as Tralalita gets ready for a save, missing off the left side of backboard. JDOS with the pass back to Rilo. Rilo getting it into Saints' hands, intercepted by OCE Milo. Steph missing the catch on that ball. Aussie Oscar Bear looking to grab it as Saints taps it towards Sewers. He's going to make his way in, looking for that pass off to the left. Aussie Oscar Bear with the tackles though. We're going to see Aussie Oscar Bear make his way up through Claw onto Roof as he passes it down the left side. Electro with that pass off to Saints, a bit too high for him to grab. As the ball makes it into Saints' hands. Saints is going to make his way around two defenders, going for the long shot, but Rilo's going to save it. JDOS now making his way around. Up and over OCE Milo, making it a 3v1, tackled by Trixworm. Aussie Oscar Bear trying to clear out that ball. JDOS grabbing it once more. Right back into Saints' hands, going for that shot, but missing off the top. Rilo now going for another shot, missing off the left side. Saints is going to circle around, making it a fourth attempt for Tralalita to get the first goal of the round. JDOS with the perfect reset back into Rilo's hands. Rilo with the long pass into JDOS' hands as Aussie Oscar Bear stops him from competing. Saints now moving his way in. It's a 2v1. Trixworm with the beautiful save there in goals. JDOS making his way over the competition again, looking for the pass to the floating Saints. Saints is going to grab that ball, making it 1-0 for Tralalita. Just barely making it in before he runs out of boost there. Trixworm making his way up to left halo. Trix is going to get that passed off fast to Aussie Oscar Bear. Aussie Oscar Bear not being fast enough to catch it though. Rilo's going to make his way down into Sewers, coming out that right side. Looking for his pass onto Claw. Not making it in, but Steph putting it into Electro's hands. Aussie Oscar Bear with the rebound. Trixworm tapping it into Saints' hands by accident there. As Aussie Oscar Bear makes his way in, down into Sewers. Saints with the ball. Steph making his way up as Saints closely follows him. He's going to go up for the slam down, but it is going to miss. Electro trying to clear it out that left side. JDOS with the ball, passing behind his back to Electro. Saints making his way in for the top shot as Trixworm saves it again. Rilo now making his way in for another shot. Trixworm saving it once more, going for that really long shot down the field. Missing it out a little bit to the right side. Aussie Oscar Bear now making his way in, but JDOS is there to deny his application for a shot. JDOS with the pass to Saint Electro there. Making the ball making its way over all the competitors. Electro dropping it into Claw. Aussie Oscar Bear is going to sit on top of Claw now. 1 point down for the match so far, for the round. Making his way in. It's a 4v1 as Rilo steals the ball from him, making the clear downfield. Steph making it past his enemies, but Rilo is there for the save as he drops the ball. He's going to make his way in. 6 seconds left on the clock as he taps it in for another goal. That is 2-0 Tralalita's way. Making that a round win for Tralalita. Both teams really fighting for that ball there. Tralalita coming across in the end to win the round 2-0. Showing why they are third in the region, but there is still one round left for Kroma to steal the win from Tralalita's grasp. the fan favourites being Tralalita in this round. Not doing so well in the first 2 rounds, but making a swift comeback in rounds 3 and 4. Really showing us their positioning and teamwork skills with some of those amazing backwards passes as the ball goes back into the center now. I'm very excited to see how the rest of this round pans out as we go into the 5th and final round of the series. The ball going straight down towards Steph once more as he carves around Saints, dropping the ball into Saints' hands. Saints with the reset back to Electro. JDOS grabbing it. Making his way in towards the goals. Looking for the slow pass to Electro, intercepted by Aussie Oscar Bear. Electro making his way through sewers to the other side. JDOS stealing it out of his hands, looking to get a goal in on Trixworm, straight underneath him for the first goal of the round. That is 1-0 Tralalita's way. Trixworm popping the ball out for Aussie Oscar Bear here, missing that grab on his teammate as Aussie Oscar Bear makes his way down the field. Looking for his pass across to OCE Milo and Claw. He is going to get that. OCE Milo passing to Steph quickly. Rilo looking to get the tackle in there, but Aussie Oscar Bear, OCE Milo is going to miss that shot off of backboard. OCE Milo looking to get another shot, tapping it off of the top of backboard. The missed shot there, making their way in towards goals as Aussie Oscar Bear dunks it in. That is 1-1 in the 5th round. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. JDOS to grab. JDOS is going to grab that ball, making his way up onto Mound. Over to Donut, almost losing the ball there as it rebounds with the passes to top backboard. Rilo grabbing that ball. He is going to try to make his way around Saints. Unfortunately, Saints is going to get his hand on that ball as OCE Milo passes across into Aussie Oscar Bear's hands. JDOS with the tackle there, grabbing the ball and bouncing it around Trixworm. Aussie Oscar Bear slapping that ball away, but Saints is going to catch it. The pass there to Electro, but it is not going to go into the goals. Saints now re-grabbing that ball as Rilo gets tackled by Steph. JDOS trying to get around Steph with a ceiling carve unsuccessfully. A lot of tackles in this round as it is the round to win. Electro with the ball, making his pass over to Rilo. Not making it into the ball as Rilo is tackled. Saints trying to get that pass off to Rilo. Steph fights over the ball. Rilo now with the ball. Passing over to Electro. Electro with the pass up to the goals. But he is unsuccessful, blocked by Trixworm. Trixworm making it in on an empty goal, but he is going to miff it into Mound. Rilo now grabbing that ball on right sidewalk, looking to get it underneath Steph. Unsuccessfully though, as Steph takes the ball off him. Saints stealing it away. Steph is going to make his way in towards the goals. 1 minute 43 seconds left on the clock. As the ball is pinched up into the roof, Rilo with the ball. He's going to put it into Trixworm's hands as he makes his way back in. Electro now with the ball. Clear down right side, not making it all the way through as OCE Milo taps it back into JDOS's hands on the entrance to Mound. Trixworm now making his way up, looking for his pass over to the left or right. He does not have any teammates in the bubble as he makes his shot. Electro saving it. JDOS now making his way downfield with the ceiling carve underneath the other team. Saints now with the ball, going for that top shot and making it in for 2-1. 50 seconds left on the clock. Aussie Oscar Bear is making his way up the right side. Looking for his pass across to Steph. Steph's going to grab that ball out of the air. JDOS looking to contest him. Tralalita fighting to keep their lead in this round as Saints tackles Steph. Rilo with the long clear down left sidewalk as Trixworm grabs it again. Rilo with the tackle. That was actually Saints, sorry. Going for the shot, but denied. Rilo now going to make his way around Aussie Oscar Bear with the grab. He's going to go down into sewers. OCE Milo with the catch of that pass. Steph now with the ball, making his way up, looking for another goal, denied by Rilo, making it a win for Tralalita. The fan favourites of this match coming in clutch to win that last round 2-1, making it a 1-point lead and a win for Tralalita. Very, very fast-paced gameplay in that last round. Tralalita just barely pulling forwards. Unfortunately for Kroma, they could not make that last goal in time, making it a win for Tralalita and a loss for Kroma. Thank you anyone who has dropped by during this match. I was Kirito178. As always, have fun, keep on drifting.
Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks.